Same time.
Both at the same time.
It'll be driver and the passenger. From this angle here, this lid does come up and shatter the windshield, so we have to be careful of the glass.
It comes up to the glass.
It's going to shatter the window.
General Motors. Yeah. Yeah, we'll give you time down. He's still talking. Oh, yeah, absolutely. Yeah. You will miss it. It is so quick and so fast.
I think I have the wrong angle. It's going to come right at me.
Yeah, louder.
You know what, though? I think here in Brunswick, you do
Sit back, put the seatbelt on. All right, it will be just fine. Don't look scared.
Sit in the back. Sit in the back.
All right, so who's doing the full camera inside? I'm ready. We can sit right here in the front seat. Maybe your producer would like to. Do a little reporter involvement and get the reporter in the front seat.
I've heard about it. Oh, it's just terrible. Absolutely terrible.
Yeah, my shutter's in.
Thanks. That's a little dirty. It's too bad. Well, we're not going to crash.
Let me, first of all, thank you all for coming. Personally, I think the only place I've ever seen an airbag deploy has been in films, usually in slow motion, and they usually look like some kind of pillow coming out, comfortably resting on someone's head. The fact is that reality is quite different. Airbags are designed to cushion the person's impact at very high speed crashes, and current airbags are designed to deliver some measure of protection to individuals, some of whom are not even wearing seatbelts. Airbag deployment is a very frightening event, particularly when it happens in the context of a crash. As we'll soon see and hear, when an airbag explodes, it sounds a lot like a shotgun going off. There's a lot of smoke, there's a lot of dust. It sends a high-strength nylon bag speeding towards someone's face at speeds approaching 200 miles an hour. Therefore, if you have a heart condition, I would invite you please to perhaps go inside and not stand too close. We're having this demonstration not to create fear, not to encourage people to disconnect their airbags, but more importantly to demonstrate the importance of wearing seatbelts and to educate consumers about how to live safely with the airbag-equipped vehicle. When we get through, we'll go back in the hearing room, and Mr. Rick Martinez will be with us, who is head of NHTSA, and will provide us with a list of do's and don'ts. Very important do's and don'ts for you, your family, your children, for the children of America, in how to safely use a vehicle equipped with an airbag, how to position yourself properly in an automobile, how to ensure that the airbag saves you rather than gives you problems. In the hearing today, we'll focus on the tragic and unfortunate death of youngsters and other folks, particularly small individuals who perhaps were sitting wrong or placed wrong in the vehicle and who lost their lives because of an airbag deployment that caught them in that unfortunate situation. So today we demonstrate very graphically the very severe impact of an airbag deployment. At the same time, we will examine the do's and don'ts of how to live safely with this protective device. I'm very pleased to introduce Bob Lang of General Motors, who's consented to bring a vehicle and to do an actual deployment demonstration for us. The importance is you'll not be looking at a film, you'll not be looking at a slow motion event, you will actually hear and see an airbag deployed as it would be deployed in a crash situation. Probably a first for most of you, certainly a first for me. We thought it was important that we experience this first before Rick gives us a full appreciation of why it is so important, the do's and don'ts of seat belts and positioning yourself in the proper position in the vehicle, of placing your child in the right kind of car seat, properly strapped in and properly positioned on the seat. The importance of being interested and concerned about airbags when you rent a vehicle at an airport or at a facility somewhere, knowing that the vehicle is equipped with an airbag and following the do's and don'ts that Mr. Martinez is going to outline for us. So Bob, I turn it over to you with the thanks to the subcommittee and the Congress for showing us again dramatically, graphically, just what airbag deployments really look like. Bob Lang of General Motors.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. This is a 1997 Pontiac Sunfire. We've interfered with the electrical circuitry on this car so that I can simultaneously deploy both airbags, passenger side and driver's side. The passenger side airbag on this car is a top-mounted bag. The deployment door will go up and it will break the windshield. What I'd like to do is ask the people who are standing in front of the car to step back a little bit and come around to the side, please.
Good idea.
Give us a countdown.
Yeah, give everybody a countdown so you get ready for it.
Okay, I'm going to enable the firing loop. 3, I'll go on 0. 3, 2, 1, 0.
Wow. Look at the windshield. I think everybody ought to come look at this windshield. And you get an idea about how dramatic an event this is. You can smell the smoke now and get a sense of it.
That windshield is from the flap, just to make sure people know.
So you'll also know why we put on this demonstration in the horseshoe instead of the hearing room. I would have liked to do it in the hearing room. I was advised this is too dramatic a sound and a noise and event put inside the hearing room.
What do you think of it, Mr. Chairman?
Well, obviously, airbags are critical in high-speed crashes, and we'll find out today from Mr. Martinez just how critical they are. But what we wanted to do today, I hope we've done it, is demonstrate just how dramatic an event this is. Having witnessed this, now I think you'll understand why improper sitting, improper placement of the seat belts, improper placement of a child in a car can result in the death of a child or a small person because of the deployment of an airbag. This thing can kill you. It can save you most of the time, but can also kill you if you're not properly positioned in the car. And if you didn't believe that until today, I think you believe it now. We'll now retire into the hearing room, and I invite you please to pay close attention to what Mr. Martinez will tell us about how to live safely with this event.
Nice job, eh? I have to get a box on the side.
That's right.
Yeah, it does. Your word's spread lately. One red is it over.